Hey guys, it's Cutie Crafts. Happy Valentine's. Today we're going to be making 10 super easy Perler bead Valentine's Day crafts. These make great gifts for your best friends, your loved ones, just anyone who you want to show your appreciation to. Like all of my previous Cutie Minis designs, these can be made on a small 14x14 pegboard and make great keychains and magnets. Grab your beads and let's get started. You know, I really haven't celebrated Valentine's Day in a very long time. I remember back in elementary school, we would have our own little tissue box mailboxes that we would decorate, and then we would have some time to pass out Valentines to all of our classmates. Now, I don't really have any classmates that I see every day, but I have some coworkers. And this year, I felt like they really deserved some Valentines in the form of a Perler bead keychain. This is my classic Cutie Mini heart. I'm not sure if kids still do this, but back in the day, we would go to Walmart and buy a little packet of 20 or so cards, and they would have images of all of our favorite characters from different shows. You could buy Pokemon Valentines, you could get Kung Fu Panda Valentines, Car ones, Barbie, Hello Kitty, anything, SpongeBob. Like I had all the different characters throughout the years. And if you were one of the really cool classmates, you would also give those heart-shaped cherry lollipops with your Valentine, or some sort of chocolate like a mini kiss. It was a fun time. And now with all of these designs you'll see, you can be the really cool person who gives out Perler bead crafts as your Valentine. I really wish that I knew about these when I was in elementary school. I only started beading once I was in high school, and by that time nobody gave Valentines to each other. But that's okay. I also considered the teens and everyone who is in the digital age with texting and sending memes to each other as their form of showing their love. So I made a little text bubble with a heart to say, "Love you. Text me back." And of course you can change up these designs however you like. You can make the text bubble blue or green depending on your phone. Speaking of phones, another design I just had to include in this collection is an emoji with a kissy face. Kind of like this one, but I didn't want it to be winking because sometimes I feel like that emoji is a bit too much. It's a bit too flirtatious. So this one is just a very innocent, cheeky, kissy face sent to your phone. Now you see a much larger heart forming. I wanted to give you the option of making a small Cutie Mini heart and then this larger one that has a smile. If you've seen any of my other Cutie Minis designs before, I always like to add these cute eyes with a smile. Choose any color combinations you like. Another very lovey-dovey classic Valentine's object that represents a person's love, I guess, oh my god, is a lock with a keyhole. So this was inspired by actually one of the first animes that I watched called Nisekoi, where this guy has, like, first of all, so many girls crushing on him. I don't even know what was so attractive about him, but he had to find a key that one of the girls in his school had that would unlock this necklace that he had. And I guess whoever unlocked it would end up with him. I don't know, I never finished it. Another timeless item that we think about during Valentine's season is flowers. And personally, I love having living flowers, not the cut kinds like in the bouquet. So if anybody ever gives me just like a pot of dirt that has flowers growing out of them, I would love that. Or even a succulent. That would be so cute. Here I'm making a red flower. It could be a rose, a peony, a carnation, whatever you want it to be. But yeah, that represents all of the flowers that people are getting during this time. And that's a lot of flowers being killed. I mean, harvested for love. Next, I'm making a cute little heart bow that can go very well on top of a gift, or like if you baked cookies or something, you can put this on top of the box just as a nice little decoration. It's also a nice subtle accessory, doesn't have those eyes staring back at you. A great way to elevate your gift boxes. I actually really love making pixel hearts out of beads. If you're in my Discord channel, you'll see that I even have custom heart emojis that are Perler bead versions. So definitely check out my Discord if you're not in it already. And this is my third heart design that is representing Cupid shooting an arrow through the heart. Oh, that's actually so morbid. I've done archery before, and now that I think about it, why does Cupid have to shoot arrows at people to get them to fall in love? That's a lot of force. I guess he gets it from his dad's side. You don't have to do this for any of the other designs, but because the arrow is just one line, I need to use tape to get it off of the board so that we can move some of the beads closer together so that they'll fuse together, because there is quite a large space between the beads that are in the arrow. For our last Valentine's design, of course I had to make the classic teddy bear holding a heart plushie. I have one from my childhood that's Winnie the Pooh holding a big heart, but there's so many different variations of this during Valentine's Day. You have a frog holding a heart. I think I even saw a Minecraft version of Steve holding a heart, or was it a zombie holding a heart? Anyway, it's one of the cutest things during Valentine's Day. I love a good plushie. Now we'll finally get to ironing. This is the classic way to do it, just a minute on each side. It's about the time I use for my iron that's set on a medium heat setting, number 3. And then we flip it over to the other side, get some parchment paper on that, and then get it ironed until you can see it through the paper. The benefit of getting your beads off of the pegboard with tape is that you could also iron multiple of them at the same time, because I only have one small pegboard, so I use that to make all of this bright, and then I use the tape to get them off so that I can iron them all at the same time. And then I'll save the tape for later if I have other small designs that I want to iron as well. With our beads cooled down, we now have 10 beautiful Valentine's Day designs that you can make and gift to your friends. And some of them will be keychains, so all you have to do is get some pliers to open up the jump ring on this pre-assembled keychain. You can check out the links in my description if you're looking for supplies for making these. And now you have your own keychains that you made with tender love and care. And if you can find these adhesive button magnets, then you can add this to your fridge, your locker, and it's really such a cute addition to the Cutie Minis collection. I'm definitely gifting some of these to my coworkers, and I hope you try these out. Whether you're giving these for your friends or to a loved one, they'll definitely appreciate all the work you did. Thank you for watching, and I appreciate you so much for being here. Love ya! Sorry, I'm just not used to saying that.